Okay, there we go. It's Monday night and welcome to another stream. This week I'm going to be continuing editing together the behind the scenes video from last week. So basically another behind the scenes of behind the scenes. I ran into a problem because I hadn't converted some of the videos to the right format and I hadn't done the narration, which I still haven't done because I need the video completed before I can narrate it. So tonight I plan to finish off editing the video element of it, and then I can export that and do the narration. Now I won't record the narration tonight when I'm streaming. I might record it after I finish streaming, or I might do it tomorrow, depending on how it goes. I'm a few minutes late starting the stream as I was waiting for a render to finish, and then it turned out it wasn't quite what I was looking for anyway, so it needs some adjustments. Yep, everyone had a good weekend. Give people a few minutes to arrive before we get started. Bionic Sasquatch, welcome to the stream. This is so I did motion capture for Heir to the Empire, and when I was doing recording the motion capture for chapter 16, I filmed myself doing it so I could do this behind the scenes video, and now it seems to be a good time to actually put that together so you can see what goes into actually performing these scenes. It may not be the most exciting thing I could be streaming. I can't really work on chapter 18 yet, so I'm still waiting for some of the dialogue to come in. But I'm looking forward to getting that chapter out when I get that dialogue. Well, that's very kind of you to say. I hope to have more stuff for you to enjoy soon. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce your name, so I'm just going to respond to what you just said. I'm glad that you enjoyed Heir to the Empire and it revived your interest in Star Wars. I do plan to continue making the rest of the book. As I did, so part 1 is I've edited together chapter 1 to 16, which I've been releasing as I've finished them over the last 2 years, and 16 is the halfway point of the book, and I ran a crowdfunding campaign late last year, which was successful, and as a thank you to all the people who contributed, I thought I would put all that together into a movie edit. It seemed like the right time, and release it just in time for Christmas. So onwards from that, I will be working on chapter 17 is already available. It's already finished. You can find that on the channel. And then I'm going to release each chapter as I finish them. And then once I get to the end of the book, which is chapter 32, that will be edited together into a part 2 movie, so you can watch the 2 parts back to back. And if part 1's only to go by, you're looking at about nearly 4 hours worth of Heir to the Empire content, which is interesting to think about. Berserker, I hope you get home soon. Floopy, thank you, and Bionic Sasquatch again, thank you. 30,000 subscribers. It's a huge milestone. I didn't quite catch when it happened today. I just sat down at my computer after I had eaten dinner. I had a quick look and saw it reached, well, we crossed over 30,000. So feeling overwhelmed a little bit by all the support that you guys have given me over this time, and the videos attracted so many people. I know that it's a bit of a way off, but once you get to 100,000 subscribers, YouTube send a plaque. So it's a while off, but hopefully get to there at some point, and then look forward to getting that. You differ. Okay, you differ. I will keep that in mind. And David, I'm glad you enjoyed. Well, basically, thank you for watching part 1. As for part 2, I know you didn't ask for it, but I like to tell as many people as possible. I'll release each chapter as I finish it. So lost my train of thought there. Yeah, so I finished. When I finish each chapter, I release that, and then when I get to the end of the book, I release 17 to 32 as part 2 of the story. I took a little bit of inspiration from the recent Dune movie in that regard, because part 1 is the first half of the book, and part 2 is underway, and we should get that in late 2022. Be interesting to see who finishes first, me or June. Well, thank you so much for subscribing. I hope you continue to enjoy my content as I release it. All the followers at Bionic, all the followers that come here, they're welcome, and it all helps. Snowden specialist. What does one need for extra voice? I don't need any voice actors at the moment, but when I do need help, I post it on the YouTube community page. So if a need for extra voices comes up, I will post it there and ask people to send in lines. But as for right now, all the characters that are appearing in the near future have been cast. I'm afraid. Alright, I've been rambling on for about 10 minutes, so I think I should get on with editing this video together. See, where did I put... I've got Explorer open. It doesn't show up on the stream, but I need to find the files. So I just dragged the video files from Explorer to here. David, I'm looking forward to releasing more. I'm just waiting for the last bits of dialogue to be sent in for chapter 18, which is the next one. So then I can basically I can then do what I'm showing here. Is I edit together a rough version of the dialogue, so I got the timing, and then I put the motion capture suit on. I will listen to the dialogue and act out the scene for one character several times, and then I'll do the next character while listening to the sounds that I've edited together, and so it helps make sure all the performances line up perfectly with as far as timing goes. But it's a lot easier when I have the dialogue rather than just me memorising the script, because I do that to start with, but But once I started doing it this way, I found that the performance was much better and a lot easier to edit together, because the characters' timing is absolutely perfect. You sync with each other. I do try and answer all the questions as best I can. So if you have any further questions in the future, please put them in the chat and I will answer them. Floopy, I do know how to do it, but I just haven't put the motion capture suit on yet. When I get the last dialogue for the next chapter, that's when I'll put the suit on again. I will see what I can do. But, so in theory the suit's easy to put on. It takes a couple of minutes. It's just that it feels like it takes more effort than it actually does. So I try to do a lot of... I try to procrastinate a bit until I actually have all the dialogue. Sherry, welcome. It's always nice to see you here. Let's have a quick think. The Nogri model. So the software I use for animation is called iClone, and there's a companion piece called Character Creator, and that's what you use to create the character models to be used in iClone. So I used Character Creator to create the Nogri model. It's designed for human characters. Now you can do alien characters, but they're still kind of human-ish looking. The Bothan characters are the ones that I managed to get the most exotic looking out of it. But the Nogri was... I looked at the way that they're designed to look in the expanded universe, and being able to pull that off exactly in Character Creator wasn't possible. So I kind of took a view of, I'll do something that's kind of similar but put my own little twist on it, just because of the limitations of the software. And I still want them to look scary, so I kind of made them scaly and got the sharp teeth, which is true to the source material. I couldn't do the teeth kind of sticking out of the mouth when the mouth's closed. That's not something the software could handle. And to be honest, I didn't really like that look anyway. I kind of prefer the way that they ended up looking in basically what I ended up creating. So it's a one-man show with all the... Yeah, I guess pretty much. It is kind of hard to believe that it is all one person doing it, but then it's kind of like when I say to people that Matt Finnish, voice actor, does so many character voices, and he's just one guy, but he does Luke and Han, Lando, 3PO, Obi-Wan, Admiral Akbar, Wedge, and it's always great to tell people that it's one guy. So I guess what you just said about me doing all the sort of behind the scenes work is more or less the same thing. And it is fun to be able to act out everyone. Autopay, that's very kind of you. I'm waiting for the last recordings to be sent in for the next chapter, so hopefully you'll get those soon. In the meantime, I will be streaming this. I'm working on a little test project to learn the software while I wait for the dialogue to come in. Um, that's coming along really nicely. I don't know if I'll release that or not, but I just doing something that's a little bit fun to learn how to get things looking as good as possible. I can't remember where I was with this, which I'll do for the second take. And I always hold my finger up, except this time, which I forgot to do it. So just listening to this for a second. Which take this is? So I hope you can hear it. And you'll instantly at the beginning of the take that's take one. Finishing it off and adding all the effects, like I said, and there we go. So see you there. I can't remember what I was doing with this particular shot. It's the motion capture software, but I'm not sure what I'm showing off. Right, so we've got these important. Okay, that needs to go over there. Ah, I see. This is when I've imported the animation into iClone, but needs to correct things to make sure it all lined up properly. Now, there's no sound on this part. This is a bit where I will, once I finish editing, I will have to narrate it. Which I will record separately later. Sherry, that's also very kind of you to say that about the animation. I haven't cast Gent yet. He doesn't appear for a while, so I haven't worried too much about him. I see, so that's the completed animation there. Oh look, we got a spam bot. So this is the future. Thank you so much for those kind words. Mario versus Bowser, hello there. See, I'm not sure if I should say General Mario or General Bowser. Ah yes, I remember the problem I had last time was getting this. I didn't get a chance to work on it afterwards. Getting this box here to show up somewhere that's not right in the way. Eye of Throne, welcome. Jamie, yeah, I guess that's just a reason to go back and read the books again. Though honestly, if reading the books is going to be faster than waiting for me to finish this. I often tell people that. So yeah, go back and read them again. And they're such good books, it's not really a problem to read them again. Now what I wanted to do was put that over there. But I don't remember. ETA for next chapter. I can't give you one just yet because I am waiting for the last of the dialogue to be sent in. So until I get that, I can't predict how long it's going to take me to finish the chapter. Because obviously it's an important aspect of it. Now I know I've done this before, but I can't remember how I did it. Oh, I see. That's where I was going wrong. Now if you watch this, I don't know how close this is going to be because I think I cut Luke's animation a bit every time I focused on R2, so it may not be completely lined up.
R2? What happened? Where
No,
are
it's
we?
not. That's okay. So I know it's lined up at the end of this segment, so what we have to do... That bit's fine. So I'll put a little cut there so it's no longer, it's 2 clips. And then we'll go back to exact moment it switches to R2. Okay, that's not actually lined up.
Acceleration compensator. Full power.
Fortunately, it didn't actually give me real whiplash when I was doing it.
Unidentified starfighter. You have no chance of escape. Power down and prepare to dock.
R2, we're gonna try something tricky. On my signal, I want you to reverse trigger the acceleration compensator. Full power.
There we go. So that's lined up. I want you guys to be able, when I release this video, I want to be able to show what I was doing compared to the end result. Right, so we're going to have another cut here. Let's go there. I noticed that every time I did this lean forward from the ship down, getting hit by something, I always did it the same direction. Don't think that's a problem, but it's something I have to be mindful of in the future.
Stand by for light speed.
Let's zoom in so I can get a bit more fine control. Because who leans forward first? He does now, so he needs to. Let's try that. So, as you can see, I've got the strap on my head because the sensor goes on the back of my head. But some of my hairs come loose, so it flops around there. I think the timing for that works. So we'll trim that. Alright, let's go back further. Maybe I trimmed a bit of the animation there because that's obviously out of sync there. Right, so we'll choose that transition moment there for when we make the cut. Mario vs Bowser, I'm really glad you like my Captain Pelion voice. Admittedly, at the beginning, when the first chapter was just a test project, I didn't put quite so much effort into it. But later on, as I developed the series, I thought, well, he needs to sound a bit gruffer and older. So I did try and copy that. I'm not going to try and do it on the stream now because it's hard to. It gives you a sore throat, and since I'm supposed to be talking about what I'm doing, it's no good if I can't actually talk. Games, movies, and comics are us. I'm just reading your comment here. I'm really glad you enjoyed Heir to the Empire. I'm working on the second half of the book, and each chapter is going to be released individually as I complete them. As I did with part 1, and then when I finish the last one, which is 32, I'll edit them all together into the part 2 movie. It was fun, Jamie. Yeah, it was fun to find the right R2 sound effects for that particular moment. And I couldn't resist having him laughing when when they get to the tractor beam moment. That's pretty close in sync. I guess it doesn't have to be exact. It would be nice if it was, but I do corrections for some of the animations, which does mess up the I think from here we're going to work from the beginning, 'cause it might be a little bit easier. So let's start there. So I think I had it so that he didn't actually move at all during this bit. Back and to the left. Yeah, it's a bit like that.
R2? What happened? Where are we? Wow. 20 light years short of Jamark?
Unidentified Star Fighter. This is the Imperial Star Destroyer Chimera. Transmit your identification code and state your business.
Let's get out of here. R2? Find me the nearest edge of the...
Got a little bit ahead of myself there. Sort of. So that's the thing. Basically, I just want to try and sync it. It's not the most exciting thing to watch, and I realise I should be talking more to entertain you guys. I do have a habit of getting focused on what I'm doing. Actually, this is the better break spot. Oh, it's the same break spot. Oh no, this is the one I was thinking of. Let's go with that one. So we'll move it forward a little bit once we get to there.
R2? Find me the... Find me the nearest edge of the interdictor's gravity well. Come on, work.
Unidentified Star Fighter. I repeat, transmit your codes or prepare to be detained.
I see it. Hang on.
Okay, there we go. That's more or less in sync. What's my favourite Star Wars movie? The Empire Strikes Back. I know it's the one that everyone says. But yeah, that's the one I'm going to go with.
R2? What happened? Where are we? Wow. 20 light years short of Jamark?
My seat's creaking there. I'm just leaning forward so I can see it better.
Imperial Star Destroyer Chimera.
Because obviously it's quite tiny on my screen. I need a bigger screen at some point.
Let's get out of here.
I have to admit it was really fun to sit in my kitchen and pretend to be flying an X-Wing.
Nearest edge of the interdictor's gravity well. Come on, work.
Hoppy, yeah, I guess
Identified Star Fighter. I repeat, transmit your codes.
that could be it.
Be detained.
How do you think you feel when you complete the entire series? Tired
Reflectors up, R2. Just
and
a few more seconds.
hopefully very accomplished.
Stand by for light speed.
Oh, my phone.
Tractor beam, I know.
It's right by the microphone, so you probably heard it vibrating there. because that's where my wireless charger is. My desk is only so big.
On my signal, I want you to reverse trigger the acceleration compensator. Full power. R2? Now!
Right, I'm happy with that. What I need to do is mute one of these sets of sounds, and we'll go with that one. Because we need the one that's in the...
R2? What happened? Where are we? 20 light years short of Jamark?
We need one that syncs up better with the main video rather than me doing the motion capture.
Unidentified starfighter. This is the Imperial Star Destroyer Chimera. Transmit your identification code. State your business.
Let's get out of here.
It might be part of the original soundtrack. The double.
R2?
I think it was.
Find me
It
the
doesn't matter.
nearest edge of the interdictor's gravity well. Come on, work.
Unidentified starfighter.
I think that works. Okay, so that is done. And then I'm going to add the completed scene at the end. Like that. Now I'm trying to work out, should I... No, I can't put that in there because it's out of sync with the capture because of all the extra space shots. Barox Sasquatch, thank you so much, and thank you for coming by. I hope you have a good night as well, and hope to see you again. Keep an eye on the channel as well for future chapters as they get released. Let's see. Yeah, Floopy, that's kind of how I feel about the holiday special as well. It scares me. Excuse me a second, I need to have a quick drink. There we go. The actor that plays Greedo, I've seen him at conventions, and he actually wears a t-shirt that says hand shot first. I've seen him wear it a few times, which I thought was really funny. I've seen the 2 Ewok movies. I did enjoy them as a kid. I don't know if I enjoy them quite so much now. I'm sure I'll revisit them at some point. I'm happy with that. Let me just quickly save. We think, what else do I need to do? So I've got this whole section here about importing the clip. I think I need to narrate the whole bit there. It's a 20-minute behind the scenes video, but it'll be worth it. And I've got this, which I'm not sure what it even is. Let's watch it again. This is the motion capture software, and you get this little robot-like creature. I say creature on the display, which is basically so it's recording the motion capture, whatever the person wearing the suit is doing, which in this case would be me. And let's rotate the camera around and zoom in and all that kind of stuff. And I know I got a shot of it, but I don't know what I was doing with it. So I may need to try something different though, because it's really hard to see because it's so tiny in this particular piece of video footage that I can't really compare it to what I was doing. So yeah, I need to get some more footage there. And that is it. So I need to, basically what I need to do now to finish this off, get the footage from the motion capture, get footage of the motion capture software, something a bit more relevant to this scene, and then I'll export a copy of what I've got here and record myself watching this particular segment. Actually, one thing I'm going to do is, what are the, that's the right video settings. I need to watch through this section here and talk over it to say what exactly I'm doing. And probably for this bit here as well, and then introduce this final moment, which is the scene itself. And maybe I will incorporate this bit again as well, so you can see it over the top of the final clip. Let's do that now, because I don't want to go just yet, but I kind of, apart from this, I've kind of run out of things to do, because I need to, when I do the narration, I'm going to do that separately, just to make it a little bit easier on myself. Okay. Willow is an excellent film. I watched that again on Disney Plus when they added it. It holds up so well. And another spam bot. I think I joked a couple of weeks ago. You know you've made it big when spam bots show up. It seems to have crashed. I didn't lose any particularly important work. Jason, yeah, hello. It's hard not to enjoy Willow. I remember watching it as a kid. It was on TV. I was at a friend's house, and his older sister was babysitting us. I think I think our parents had gone to parents' teacher night or something like that. So yeah, his older sister was doing the babysitting, and we were all watching Willow, and we were doing that thing kids do, saying, I want to be that character, and then so on. And his sister said, Well, I'm going to be. Oh, honestly, that she wanted to be the evil witch. I forget the name of the character, but the main villain of the story. It was quite funny. Mardigan and Sorsha had an excellent relationship. So this video editing software has crashed, which might be a sign to finish the stream for tonight. The new Dark Crystal series was excellent. I'm really annoyed that they cancelled it. They put so much work into it. It was an amazing piece of amazing series that they did. And I'm just really disappointed that we don't get a second season. I would punch it in the face, but then my fist would just hit the monitor, and then I wouldn't be able to see what I'm doing to continue working on the stories. So since it has crashed, I think that's a sign to end the stream for the night. There's not much more I could show you anyway. It was great to see all of you, both the regulars who always come and the new faces that have shown up. This video shouldn't take long to finish off, and I'll release it soon and you can see it all properly. I currently have a love-hate dynamic with this video editing software. So let me answer the response to the last few comments in the chat before I finish. Let's see. Well, I'm glad that the spam bots are not saying inappropriate stuff here. We're just getting gibberish. It's a little bit easier to deal with and ignore. If we did start getting inappropriate comments, I would have to be spending time kicking them out, which it takes away from what I'm doing here. Will I get Dark Force Rising? Well, I'd like to do the rest of the trilogy, but I'm going to finish Heir to the Empire first, or when I get towards the end of Heir to the Empire, I'll start thinking about what to do about the other two books. But for now, I'm just going to focus on Heir to the Empire itself. So yeah, that's it. I will wish you all a good night. Hope to see you all next week. Hope you enjoyed this behind the scenes video when I finished it and released it. So yeah, that's it. Good night. May the Thrawn be with you. I'll see you next time. And I just waved and you can't see me doing it. Take care, everyone.